The man is a polygamist. How then do you say that Chika Ike is jealous of Regina Daniels? I mean, he is a piece of cake which anybody can have. Hi guys, it's a girl Elama Tams, also known as Gelawapa Z, girl from Zambia. If you're new to my YouTube channel, please subscribe so that each time I upload videos, you'll be notified that Gelawapa Z posapoka video, that Gelawapa Z has uploaded a video. Thank you so much for more than 90,000 plus subscribers. Na totela sana. In this video, I will be talking about Nigerian celebrities, Chika Ike and Regina Daniels, and the level of desperation which I'm really concerned about, and I would like to just express what I felt regarding Regina Daniels' marriage to the rich billionaire Ned Nwoko. Now, a brief background. Last year, there was a rumor that Regina Daniels was married to a billionaire in Nigeria. Now, people said it was a rumor, it was not true. But the sources said they were sure because they were there, and at that ceremony, traditional marriage ceremony, no one was allowed to take pictures or videos. And it was all over social media. And social media went crazy about this, and we were able now to link up the lifestyle of Regina Daniels, which was very luxurious. I mean, Regina Daniels is an actress in Nigeria, and Nigerian actors and actresses, they just get paid about $2,000 per movie or so. And where was she getting all this money? Suddenly she was in private jets. Suddenly she was flying to Dubai. Suddenly she was shopping. She was dressing expensive clothing. Suddenly she was giving her mother gifts of cars. And, she had presented her house as well. So people had all these speculations about, oh, wow, she's doing well, she's doing well. And then when the billionaire came in the picture, we were able to link as to why her lifestyle was that luxurious. Previously to that as well, when people were trying to gather who is Ned Nwoko, where is he from, how did he just become a billionaire? The billionaire Ned Nwoko studied in the UK. He's a lawyer by profession, and he started his first law firm there. I think his law firm was the first, owned by a black person in the UK, and then he moved to Nigeria. Now, there was also a picture where it was stated that Tofe's current wife, Annie Indibia, was his girlfriend, mistress, I may say, and Chika Ike. And the two of them used to be best friends, but they argued about the man, and that made them split. Well, Annie decided to find herself a young man, and she's married to Two-Face. And then Chika Ike has continuously been single, but she too has been living a luxurious life, traveling across the world, and she's also had a surgery, by the way. She had quite a enormous nose. Her figure as well has also changed suddenly because she can afford it, right? But the billionaire has been their sponsor. Now, I'm a bit concerned about the way people responded when Regina Daniels got married to the billionaire. And Regina Daniels is in her 20s, early 20s. People say she was 17, others say she's 19, others say she's been 17 for I don't know how many years. So I'll just say she's in her, maybe let me just say she's 20 or so. When she got married and everything came to the light and everybody knew about it, others were saying you're just jealous. They would just argue among themselves. They're jealous of Regina Daniels. She's living a luxurious life. She's happy. The man has decided to marry her as a sixth wife. Who cares? He's rich, as long as he's looking after her. And now Regina Daniels was with her boyfriend, is it Somadina? He was a young man. He is a young man, and this has been her sweetheart from the time they've been acting together. But, people were now saying, oh, what was that young man going to give her? He has no money. And I was so shocked that people can sell themselves to somebody because of money. And I knew that that relationship, regardless of whatever you say, whether he helps her, he does this and that, the relationship or the marriage was based on money, full stop. Regina Daniels' mother, is it Rita Daniels, was even in the forefront selling her daughter to this elderly man. And people were like, don't be involved. It's none of your business. People were arguing all over social media and on YouTube videos. And then Regina Daniels' father came out to complain about this. How can you give away my daughter to somebody without my consent? And then, Regina Daniels' mother was saying this man has never been there in her life, and people were now attacking the father. And I was surprised that people forget the fact that regardless of whether the man was rich or not, he is Regina Daniels' biological father. And he deserved the opinion of making a decision as to whether Regina Daniels can marry this man or not. Anyhow, that passed, and people were on about how Regina is happy, she's successful, she's living a good life, and she started a YouTube channel where she's expressing how she's enjoying herself, and this time obviously she has a baby. But Mr. Ned Nwoko was not down. He knew that this type of life might be short-lived. So he decided to make Regina Daniels swear an oath. So she swore an oath. And that oath was for her to never marry anybody, even if this man dies. So she is with him for life. And everyone was excited about their so-called traditional ceremony of swearing an oath as to being Mr. Ned Nwoko's wife for life, even in death. And Regina Daniels got pregnant, and people were excited about her pregnancy, and now she has an amazing baby boy. Obviously, a child is a gift to this world, and this child looks like a father. And just as after she gives birth, rumors have started, spiraling all over social media that Chika Ike is now the seventh wife to Ned Nwoko. Congratulations, sir. Now, for me, I look at this as a level of desperation among Nollywood actresses, because obviously the men have to work hard for them to be where they need to be. But for women, I feel there's so much pressure within the industry where people need to get married. They need to show that they've reached a certain milestone in life. And because of that, you find that a young girl like Regina Daniels, who's so young, decides to marry a 60-something-year-old man in the name of, because the man is rich, obviously we know. And then we've also seen, arguments between Regina Daniels' best friend and Regina Daniels. And the same social media keyboard warriors are saying Regina Daniels' best friend is jealous because she wanted to get married to Regina Daniels' husband. Now, all these things, when I see them, it worries me, as in, Nigeria. Is this how people are so desperate? I love my country, Zambia, where we are content with what we have. Yes, people flip when they have money. It's all over the world. But we are happy to live in a 3-bedroom house. In Zambia, when we talk about building houses, people build 3-bedroom houses and it is success. I shared a video on my YouTube channel. It's down below, where I shared luxurious houses in Zambia. And some people from Nigeria were mocking me to say, oh, is this what you call luxurious houses? Let's go to Banana Island. And that type of mindset, to me, is what has led people to be very desperate. And you hear the men doing 419, and you hear the women selling themselves to prostitution in Europe. You know that it's not a secret. And then you hear women also appealing, willing to give themselves to elderly men in the name of, I want to live a good life. Regardless of whether you are poor or not, a decision that you make in life is what will determine your future. Yes, Regina Daniels may be happy today. She's living with a billionaire, and she's all over with the children of Nwoko, with his Moroccan wife, and you say it's nice because this man can embrace these people. But the question is Regina Daniels really happy? And I would say no. Because if you were really happy, you wouldn't want to show us what you call your circle to the world. Yes, you can want to show people that you're happy. You've had is it your bridal, is it your baby shower, you've had your different ceremonies, you show us that you go shopping. It's good for you, it's your life, it's nice. But when somebody is content with what they have in life, they will never want to show that they are happy. They will never want to express to the world that this is me, I'm living a luxurious life. This Ned Nwoko, the billionaire, he became popular obviously because of Regina Daniels. He's married a young girl, and all of a sudden people are praising him. Oh, well done, sir. You're looking after this person. And I know that even the people who are commenting, given a chance and an opportunity to meet this man, they will agree to be the 7th or 10th or 8th wife. Now, do we put pressure on ourselves as women? I'll use Nigerian women, some Nigerian women, because the celebrations of this, Regina Daniels is married to this elderly man, and then now suddenly another person wants to marry the same man, and then people will try to fight Chika Ike to say you are jealous. Excuse me. The man is a polygamist. How then do you say that Chika Ike is jealous of Regina Daniels? I mean, he is a piece of cake which anybody can have. So if she feels she needs to have a piece of cake, and that's the only way she can survive in Nigeria with this COVID that is there, allow the young lady to do that, because you have accepted Regina Daniels to be the 6th wife. So accept Chika Ike as well to be the 7th wife. And then Rita Daniels has been fighting Chika Ike, allegedly fighting her to say, what do you want from my daughter's husband? Madam, this man, government property. Everybody can share this man. So you have no rights to even stop anybody to marry this man. And anybody who's not even a celebrity, who's an outsider, who's not known, who attracts this man and he decides to marry, you have no choice but to accept. That is what you put your daughter into. Now, for me, my advice is never be desperate because you want to live a luxurious life and want to show off on social media. I've said this, that, social media has created this desire, which I feel is evil, where people want to show that they are living well, everything is well, and yet they are not fully happy. And yet the source of wealth is from a married man. And yet the source of wealth is from a governor. And yet the source of wealth is from a married minister. And it's happening across Africa, where young girls are becoming desperate because they want to show on Instagram that they're living a luxurious life. And that is why I don't believe anything I see on Instagram. I just go there to peep and I leave. Because I know that many people can do anything to portray a luxurious life, to show people that they're doing well. It's happening worldwide. And it worries me for the generation that is coming, where we have no job opportunities in our African countries, because obviously we have very selfish leadership. What happens to those people who cannot afford smartphones? Because of an iPhone 5, people are selling themselves. Women are selling themselves to elderly men. Because of wanting to be on social media, because of wanting to drive a Range Rover, they are doing that. And it worries me that there's that level of desperation. I like what Rita Dominic has done, regardless of whether she had good relationships or not, but it has taken her years for her to be married now. She is presently pregnant. And, many people would say, she's got money. Yes, she's one of the richest Nollywood actresses, but she's taken her time as well, because she was not that desperate for a man with money, and it worries me when I see how, Chika Ike and Rita Daniels, they are Regina Daniels and Rita, they are all in the Nollywood industry. They are fighting each other. And these are the people that young people looked up to in movies. They would say, that's my icon, that's my role model. But you find that their lifestyle outside the screens is pathetic. What are you going to preach to young girls, Chika Ike, about marriage and lifestyle? What are you going to preach to young girls, Regina Daniels, that you have a pretty face and you can marry a man as a seventh wife? I mean, this level of desperation just shows that people don't put God first. They don't know that God can change their destinies. And most people are in that level of desperation because they feel God is taking his time to bless them. So their only way is they do their will. And that is why many people cry foul. When you wait upon God at the right time, he will bless you. And the moment God blesses you, you will know, you will see. The blessings of God do not add sorrow. That's what the Bible tells us. How can you be married, barely a year, and you're already fighting with another woman over this man? It shows you that that marriage was never from God. Marriage is sacred. It comes from Oluwa, above in heaven. He's the one who blesses marriages. And for you young people out there, this is a message to you. Do not be desperate because your so-called icons, because they are not my icons, I know they are your icons, they have decided to be girlfriends or mistresses to governors and ministers and, marry billionaires because they are desperate. Do not be desperate. Start at the bottom with somebody you truly love, and God will bless you. I know some people can argue, for argument's sake, that, some men, when they were poor, they are okay. Then when they become rich, they change. I mean, that's why you need a partner from God. One that is sent to you by God. Once you have such type of a partner, believe you me, you'll be happy. And God will bless you. It's elevation by grace, by grace, by grace. So I just wanted to express myself to say, this level of desperation by these two Nollywood actresses, including the Nollywood actress Mama, Rita Daniels, the mother to Regina Daniels, it's a disgrace. I don't care whether Regina Daniels is happy and is being well looked after. At the end of the day, give it 5 years down the line, she is a young woman that would have lived a better life with a young man. And people were mocking Somadina and say, what can he give her? You should be ashamed of yourselves. Now the same Somadina, he will marry somebody and he'll be with one wife. Meanwhile, Regina Daniels will be, I don't know, maybe there'll be more than 10 wives with this man because the man has the money. Whatever culture it is, the Bible has told us that, God has given us one partner. When a woman was being brought up on this earth, God used one rib. So therefore, a man cannot have 20 ribs in 20 women. Yeah, so it's up to you what you decide. In my opinion, Regina Daniels was impatient with the blessings of God, and she would have been much, much, much better if she had stuck to Somadina and used her celebrity stardom to gain fame, through endorsements of companies. There's others who've married, one man and they're happy within the Nollywood industry. I don't know, whatever pressure that is there, may it not be part of your pressure. So Madam Chika Ike, you are free to marry this man. He is yours as well. And any other Nollywood actress that also wants to join the queue, collect the number and marry the man as well. You can be the 8th or the 10th wife. After all, the fans of Regina Daniels and the fans of Mr. Ned Nwoko say the man can afford it. So since he can afford it, enjoy the marriage of being whatever wife. It's up to you as to what you want to do in this life. As for me and my household, we believe in God and we believe that patience pays and God sends the right partner for us. Money is nothing. In our language, in Zambian language, we say, Malu ya chalo fika shalo. Meaning all these things that we desire and we cry for, they are just flowers of this earth. They will remain. Whilst you want to live a life of wealth now, there is another life which is death. So even in death, which people don't want to talk about it, live a life of dignity so that even when you die, you know that you go to heaven. I know some people may not believe that there is heaven, but for me, what I will say is the reality is there is heaven and hell, and how you live on this earth really matters. So please, I am sending this message because I know this is a huge platform, 90,000 subscribers. Whoever will watch this video, share it with many people. Let them understand that patience pays. God is your author, your finisher, and the author and the finisher of your faith. The Bible tells us that he is the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. The one that is in the beginning of your life, that knows your desires, that knows what he has lined up for you. But because people are often desperate, they sideline God. They put him aside because they feel he is taking his time. And then they do things of their will. And guess what? The devil comes to steal, to kill, and to destroy. It looks lovely. It looks nice that you're in that luxurious lifestyle. But believe you me, you're already cocooned in that bondage. And at the end of the day, what happens? You're destroyed. We've seen people who are married to the so-called rich people, and you find that they abuse drugs. Some commit suicide. Happiness is not wealth. Yes, money is important. But the Bible tells us that money is a root to all evil. When you have too much money, what do? You marry extra wives because you feel you have too much money. And marrying more than one wife is evil according to the biblical terms. So if you believe that it's fine because it's your culture, it's a tradition, fine by me. But all I'm trying to do is send a message to a young person out there. Be steadfast. Pray without ceasing, and God will guarantee you blessings. It's a girl element times, also known as Gelowapazed. See you on my next video. I will bring you more videos whilst I'm in Africa. For those of you who are not aware, I'm presently in Zambia and I'm having a great time. I'm here aspiring as a member of parliament for Monali constituency, and the elections are next year, and by God's grace I will be an area member of parliament. And this is a message I'll send to every girl out there, is that be patient. God will send you the rightful partner. Do not be desperate for any rich man just because you want to live a luxurious life. The same level of desperation is what has made women across Africa, fly to Dubai to go and eat feces, poo. Because the Arabs have too much money, and instead of them pooing in the toilet, they've decided they want to poo in the mouths of black desperate women. Recently, some images of a lady from Malawi were exposed as to how this lady had found herself in that situation of eating feces with the Arabs. Do not be desperate. Life is too short, they say, but see the bigger picture, when you are patient and you tell God what you desire, he will send the rightful things across you. You don't need to be married in order for you to be successful. Marriage is a blessing, yes. But you can be successful without marriage, and then marriage just adds another blessing, and you are happy, obviously, to fulfill your destiny of having children, and your legacy continues. So that's me just trying to send a message of hope and cautioning young women never to be desperate.